All right, shalom, shalom, shalom. This is Grave Milson, Virginia. Of course, to give the latest news, article, and lessons through the spirit and power of Yahweh Shem Yahushai. And first and foremost, as always, we're going to give all praises, glory, and honor due to Yahweh B'Hashem Yahushai B'Hashem Kakodash. I want to say double honor to the elders of Great Millstone who will for these net this truth. And of course, say peace and blessings and salutations to Akim that is putting his truth through the four corners of the earth. Say to the best that ability to get out the four corners of the earth. With that one, say shalom.
Shalom.
Of course, let's get straight into the article, and of course, we title and see what it says.
Come. This is off of the Blacklisted News, and the title of the article is "A Robin Hood Mentality Emerges on the Streets of America as Gangs of Thieves Start to Prey upon the Rich."
You know, and these are the times that we're coming to because, you know, as the scripture says, you know, it says, roughly paraphrasing, it says, woe to them that oppress the poor, man.
That's right.
Like I say, you keep pressing the poor, you know, sooner or later, they're going to have to, like, sooner or later, if you take everything away, you know, and then you know that they got families to feed, so where are they going to go to? You know, like I said, what? They're going to cause what? A rebellion.
That's right.
You know, and like I said, one of the worst places for that, a particular prime example, is in California, man. Because now you got homelessness on a rise. And now, like I said, you got homeless people camping that where they ain't technically supposed to be camping at, according to, you know, to the society, like, you know, like Beverly Hills, man.
Yeah.
You know, and it's going to increase, man. You know, because what? Because what? These cops keep moving them from place to place, so they got to find somewhere they got to go, man. You know, so they're like, oh, well, I'm going to camp here. So, well, I'm going to camp here. You know, until they move out the street, but sooner or later, they're going to get tired of it, man.
Yeah.
You know, nobody's helping them. You know, and like I said, robberies and theft is on the rise. We seen that. You know, like I said, we seen videos where, like I said, Jake couple beat up, like I said, guy that has Lamborghini probably took his money, whatever he had, you know, out there in broad daylight in front of everybody.
Yeah.
You know, as the scripture says, roughly paraphrased, he shall be a madman, spare none, man. You know, they don't care. You know, because like I said, to the point where, like I said, if they don't have anything, what's to lose? What do they got to lose? You know, you took everything from them, man. You know, so what? They have no choice but to think on what? Survival instincts, you know what I mean? That's what we're talking about, you know, that beast, man, to the point where they don't think about survival, man. You know, and they'll do every means necessary for them to survive, man. You know, and then who do you got to thank for? Daddy E. You know, these politicians, man. You know, these politicians are doing this on purpose, man. You know, to keep you really poor and docile and weak. To lead up to what? Ultimately, the MOB, you know? The CHIP, you know, ultimately, you know what I mean? For them to what? Control you and do what you want, man. You know?
Yeah.
You know, that's when, like I said, you know, the whole world's going to be tried and what? That's how everybody, what? Got to be what? Off the grid, so to speak, man. You know? Unless you be part of that system. But of course, I want to dive back what I was saying, man. But again, these are the times that we're coming to, man. You know, like I said, this is the fall of America, man. Slowly but surely, man. Yeah. You know, especially with, like I said, man. Like I said, Scripture says what? He's wiser than Daniel, man. You know what I mean? He been setting this up, man. You know, hey, we just watched a video about Bloom and Bull Bloom, whatever his name is. Talk about the housing market, man. You know, about how what? They keep raising up the high interest rates and making it more expensive for the people to afford, you know, and they're gonna buy it anyways, man. Cause what? Supply and demand, man. You know, that's how it works, man. You know, but of course they don't consider the latter end, man. You know what happens? Like I said, if you can't make the payments, you know, you put your whole savings into basically just getting a spot, man, and not guaranteed the house is good or not, good condition, and how long the house gonna last, and you know other stuff comes. What happens if you lose your job, man? You know, like I said, people don't consider it, man. You know, you'd be a fool as of right now to even try to buy a house, man.
Yeah, it ain't even worth it these days.
You know, like I said, the place that we're living in, it's not even worth the price that it is as of right now, man. You know, they keep raising up the prices, man. Even on these apartments, man. You know, it's the scripture says what? Ecclesiastes. Let me get it because I mean I don't want to keep repeating. Right quick, so I can 1 second.
Come on. If I may.
Yeah, go ahead.
The book of Job, chapter 20, and I'll start at verse 18. And it reads, "That which he labored for shall he restore, and shall not swallow it down. According to his substance shall the restitution be. and he shall not rejoice therein,
Mm-hmm.
because he has oppressed and hateth Salakia, because he has oppressed and hath forsaken the poor, because he hath violently taken away an house, he buildeth not.
That's beautiful, man. That's right, man. You know, you don't, like I said, you don't even own the houses, man. You know, like I said, hey, like you was saying before, you know what I mean? How can you own a house and after that you got to pay property tax every year, man? You know, that don't make no sense, man. You know, that's robbery right there, man. Take it away. You know, payment, they can take away your property, man.
Yeah.
You know, that doesn't make any sense, man. You know, this is what you call the American dream, man. It's more like what? American nightmare to me, man.
Exactly.
You know?
Yeah.
You know, and you fools don't see it, man. You know, it doesn't make any sense, man. How can you own something then you gotta pay for it, man? You know, like I say, you work your whole life. Let's say, for example, you can work. Let's say you make the last house payment, then let's say all of a sudden you lose that job and you can't make that payment, man. You know, you be lucky if you get a grace period, man. You know, if you be lucky. You know, if you can't, then what happens, man? You know, like I said, hey, they can take away, man.
Yeah. Even after you pay off the house, they can still turn around and take the house if you don't pay your property tax.
You know, that's robbery right there, man. And there's nothing you could do about it, man.
Nope.
You know, you can fight it all you want, but eventually, like I said, you're dealing with the banks, man. You know, the banks got what, millions or billions of dollars, man. You know, like I said, they got the best lawyers, but you know, like I said, and then what? And on top of that, what? You gotta bring all the evidence, man. Do you know how much headache that is? You know, and you know how much time and resources for you to even keep that, man. You know, there's a lot of jakes right now that got land and all that stuff, man. You know, you don't know what they're going through, man.
That's right.
You know, they're going through a battle on head with this damn devil Eve, man. You know, like I said, even their own people, you know, they're farming by what, Monsanto, right? You know, battling with them, man. You know, and they're losing. You know, and some of them just cave in, man. Just like that, I can't do this no more, man. So I just got to do what they say, man.
Exactly.
You know, the farmers are catching hell, man. You know.
Yeah.
You know,
money's too deep.
That's right, money's too deep. You know, on top of that, with what? The famine coming, you know. I mean, brother was saying about the farmers, how, like I said, you know what I mean, that they can't make no more food and, you know what I mean, they gotta keep up with the demands, man, you know, and you know, and there's gonna be a food shortage. It's not a coincidence why what? These prices keep on increasing, man. Inflation, shrinkflation, man.
Shrinkflation.
You know, yeah, you know, everything is so small now, man.
Yeah, come on. I got some more on this, if I may.
Go ahead.
Verse 20. Surely he shall not feel quietness in his belly. He shall not save that which he desired. There shall none of his meat be left. Therefore shall no man look for his goods. In the fullness of his sufficiency he shall be in straits. Every hand of the wicked shall come upon him. You know? When he is about to fill his belly, the Most High shall cast the fury of his wrath upon him, and shall rain it upon him while he is eating. So, yeah, you know, everything for this devil is downstream, you know?
Yeah.
Go ahead, bro.
Yeah, kind of turn. And of course, you know, just concerning what I'm talking about with that, man, you know, like I said, and I'm talking about eating. Like I said, you can build your whole life. You can say you have the best life. Because the scripture says 1 Samuel 2 and 6, and down it says what? The Lord bringeth up and the Lord bringeth down, man. Like I said, man, you could be at your pinnacle point and all of a sudden it could come crashing down, man. You know? For example, you know, like Job, you know, I'm not concerned with that, but I'm giving an example because what? Job had everything, and of course he lost everything. And of course he got it back in righteousness, but I'm talking about, you know, but of course, I'm using that example as something as today time. About, you know, some of the average Edomite, man. You know, they had everything. You know, was rich and all of a sudden he's poor, man. You know, you'd be surprised about who you meet. You say, yeah, you know what I mean? I used to work at a corporation, used to make such and such, but now I'm homeless. You know, I'm on food stamps, man. You know, I might lose my house, I lost my family. You know, like I said, you can have, like you said before, fill up to his belly to the point where, hey, man, the Lord took it away from him, man. You know, it's easy for the Lord to give, like I said, make you rich and make you poor, man.
That's right.
You know, these are the times that we're living in, man. You know, like I said, hey, you know what I mean? Now it's time to now it's not the time to be rejoicing, man. Now it's the time to be mourning, man. You know, people are really hurting out here to the point where back to the article, man, that people starting to do what they can. It means, like I said, just to survive, man. According to this, which I wanted to bring out, Ecclesiastes 7:7. Surely oppression maketh a wise man mad,
Mm-hmm.
and the gift destroy of the heart, man. You know,
Yeah.
people are being oppressed really hard, man. You know,
Mm-hmm.
especially that can't make it. What the average person live paycheck to paycheck, man.
Mhm.
You know, it's sad that people are living in their cars, man. You know, and they got kids. You know, like a daughter or a son, man, or 2 kids, man.
Yeah, bro. They
You
doing
know?
bad.
Yeah.
They doing real bad.
Kinda. I'm talking about, you know, for example, I'm talking about, like I say, you know, I hate getting on these women, but, you know, for example, women, man, you know, but again, at the same time, the life's twofold too, because what, you know, you want to be single and independent and not have a man by your side. This is a result, man.
Mm-hmm.
You know, most
it's only
cases.
gonna get worse.
That's right, man. You know,
It's only gonna get worse.
what happens if you don't have protection? If a man come over here and try to steal your car, man,
Mhm.
you know, and he needed to use it and he got a gun, man, you know what you gonna do? You
Yeah.
know, he gonna take it away, and there's nothing you could do about it.
Yeah,
You know, you can't always rely on these cops because these cops not even might be there on time, man.
that's right.
You know, some of these cops don't even give a damn. Be honest with you, you know. Like I
Not for
said,
you, Jakes.
yeah, come on. Some of them just there for a paycheck, man.
Mhm.
You know,
Right,
they got families too.
right, exactly. They trying to go home.
You know.
That's right, bro. They trying to go home, but in meantime and in between time, you know, they
Mhm.
get a kick out of beating you, Jakes, up. You know, they
Mhm.
get a kick out of taking their jobs aggressively.
Mhm.
But what's going to happen in the day when they pull back and they don't come to your rescue?
Mm.
You know what I'm saying? It's because as the article's about to bring out, you know, a lot of things are going on, and you know, the cops just can't be there all the time for
Mhm.
everyone.
Mm-hmm.
You know, like what the brother was going into.
God.
That's all I got.
God, I got something. This is James 2:6. It says, "But ye despise the poor. Do not the rich men oppress you?"
Mm.
That's right. That's right. They impress you right in front of your face, man. You know, and they're still getting away with it, man. You know, y'all, you know what I mean? Y'all being that's what I was looking for, submissive, man. And just like these Moabites, man. Y'all said that y'all have all these freedom, but meanwhile these politicians out there getting away with it, man.
Mhm.
Right in your front of your face, man. You know, like I say, y'all complain about it, talking about these Edomites, but what you gonna do about it, man?
Mhm.
You're not gonna do nothing about it, man. You know what I mean? You're just gonna go along and do as they say, man, and just hope that, you know, as they're saying, oh, as long as I'm, you know what I mean? As long as I, you know, do what they tell me to do, I'm gonna be all right, man. You know? No, it's not gonna work, man.
Nope.
Like I said, you're not getting away from this grass, man. Everybody gonna get it, man.
That's right.
You know?
That's right.
Like I said before, what? They should think themselves in good case, you know, as long as I,
Yeah.
you know, cause, okay, I'm gonna be on. Well, let's be honest. Like I said, some of these Edomites do just want to live their life, man. You know what I mean? You know, just want to go to work and, you know, don't really bother. You know, some of them.
Mhm.
But like I said, but like I said, that dream's about to be over, man.
Yeah.
You know,
Come.
when people start catching hell, when your neighbors start catching hell,
Mhm.
and the people just in general, man, you know, you don't know, man. Hey, next thing you know, somebody come and bust in your house and start robbing you. You know,
Mhm.
you never know, man. You know, because what? That pride of life, man. You know, people got a lot of pride, man. Act like that's not gonna happen to them, man. You know,
Exactly.
and like I said, stuff like this is gonna happen, man, out of nowhere, man.
Mhm.
You know, we seen on videos, man. You know, especially at nighttime. You know, oh God, as you think that's gonna happen, next thing you know, your ass getting robbed.
At
You know?
gunpoint.
Yeah, gunpoint, man. You know, and that's
Yeah.
just a, you know what I mean? That's just a light punishment, man. You
Mhm.
don't know? Just imagine when Jacob's trouble happens, man. You know, you upset about anything, man.
It's gonna be really bad during.
You know, that's how bad it is, man.
Yeah. Come.
Tell you, man. Hey, man, people gonna start selling people, man.
Mm.
And it says again, but ye despise the poor, do not the rich men oppress you and draw you before judgment seats. Yeah, man. So what? So what? If you try to go against the system, you try to steal, knowing that, like I said, you hungry. You know what I mean? You trying to survive. You know, like I said, even though you don't want to do it, but you have no choice because
Mhm.
you got a family feed. But now you know. Next thing you know, you locked up in jail, man. You
Mhm.
know. Meanwhile, like I said, those politicians are stealing billions of dollars out of your pocket, out of the so-called Americans' pocket, right in front of your face, man. You know,
Mhm.
enjoying their lives, man. You know, it's not a coincidence why, like I said, like General Motors Company, Ford Motors Company, and these other banks, they're in trouble. They get bailouts, man. You know.
Mhm.
But meanwhile, you know, once you file for bankruptcy, you know, it's kind of hard, man, to get that record off, man.
Mhm.
You know, especially trying to, you know, start all over again, man. You know, but meanwhile,
Yeah,
like I said,
sure.
yeah, kind chapter 7 bankruptcy, if I'm correct.
That's true. Yeah, bro.
Yeah. You know, man. Like I said, Jake said on YouTube, he said, yeah, man, he did it, and He got it for 7 years, man. I think it's still on his record or not, man. You know.
Oh yeah, that stays on your record for years.
You know what I mean? So like I said, so like I said, you try to build you try to build yourself up again, man. You know, it's gonna be hard to live in this society because now also, like I said, you know, they don't teach you in schools that that credit score also affects, man.
Mm-hmm.
You know, they don't teach you about that. You know, like I said, there's a lot of stuff that what I mean, like I said, that the school systems don't teach you about, man. You know, no future, no goals, no plans. You know, look at this generation, man. That's what we said at camp, man. Is this a generation that seeketh a sign, man? No sign shall be given to it, man. You know, they don't believe in the American dream. They don't believe, they don't look 5 years ahead, man. They don't got no future. They're just living, just enjoys life and proud of life, man. Like I said, I know somebody right now, that, like I said, she catching all type of hell. Her car is broken, all types of debt, credit card debt, and all that. And like I said, and it's your mind, it's like basically it don't even phase her. And like, meanwhile, like I said, you don't consider the letter N. Meanwhile, like I said, all that shit's gonna it's gonna come back to you, man. You don't like I said, women don't think about shit like that, man.
Nope.
Yeah.
Nope. A lot of people don't think that way, bro.
Huh.
A lot of people.
That's sad.
Yeah.
I'm not sad, but it's not sad as in like I'm not feel sorry for him. It's just like it's like y'all stupid, man.
You don't even care to learn about how the system works, in order to work the system.
Mm-hmm.
Not in a legal way anyway.
Hey, this number says what? Use the world and do not abuse it.
Exactly. Whereas Jake learned the system, to get around the system illegally, which is why Jake is constantly in trouble. But the thing about the system too is, even if Jake learns how to go around the system legally, these devils will turn around and amend things to make us, to make it so that they can't do it. That's all I got. You want me going? Oh, well, damn.
Yeah, man. See, when it comes to the scriptures, man, at least like I said, the Lord had mercy, man, because what we will give out 10%, man, to the poor, man.
Mm-hmm.
That's how merciful the Lord was, man. But this man, like I said, man, He's not even gonna let you get not even 1 penny, man.
Mm-hmm.
That's how wicked He is, man. As the scripture says in Habakkuk, what He is hell, what He is as hell and is never satisfied, man.
That's right.
Always
wanting something.
Yeah, always wants something, but what? Give nothing in return, man. And of course, if He does give you something, He always wants something in return, man.
Oh, yeah.
Especially these governments, man.
Oh, yeah.
They always want something in return, man.
Yeah, they always want more than what they give you back. Which is wicked. And you touched on a really good point, because what our custom was you gave your tithes, and you helped your brother. But aside from that, like if you had a farm, the outskirts of the farm was what you left, to feed the poor. So even if a poor stranger was, or a poor Israelite was walking past your farm, he knew or she knew that the outskirts of your farm was for them.
Yeah.
Whereas with this devil, they take everything. They take everything.
Hey, like I said, E is one of the biggest waste consumers in the world, man. You have all this food, then you just throw it away.
Yeah, I mean,
every night there's food out there, man. They throw it away, man.
Yeah.
And then let's say, for example, let's say someone devil's advocate, somebody. Okay, let's say we do give the people the food, but sometimes though, they like to lie and say, they get poisoned, so that makes them want to sue the company. Meanwhile, to the point where it's like, well, like I said, if we give the poor people some food, they're gonna sue us, so we can't let them have food, man.
That's right.
So it's a double-edged sword, so to speak, man.
Con, I got a precept.
Go ahead.
The book of Obadiah, chapter 1 and verse 5. If thieves came to thee, if robbers by night, how art thou cut off? Would they not have stolen till they had enough? If the grape gatherers come to thee, would they not leave some grapes? And what the Lord is saying is, this devil just takes everything. And what I mean that they take everything, they'll literally take the clothes off your back if it profits them. So even when it comes to grapes, most people would say, all right, I got some grapes, let me leave some grapes for the next man. And we do that. you know. But this devil would be like, oh shit, grapes. I'm just gonna take them all. Fuck the next man. You know. That's how you could tell he's the devil. You know. Even with his people, you know, you may have some people who are living now who don't have an issue with Jake. You know. Not a big issue with Jake. You know what I'm saying? Like what you said earlier. They just want to go to work, go home, live their lives, and be all right, you know? But they're an accomplice to this wicked system. Because none of them has actually gone in and tried to make a case for Jake. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
A lot of them will sit back and say, yeah, well, that law is wrong, but they'll do nothing that's in their power to change anything to benefit Jake. You know? That's why the whole nation has got to be destroyed, you know? Because they got one mind, you know, to maintain their system, maintain their kingdom, you know? If, you know, if that makes sense.
Yeah, go to the article.
Going back to the article, and this was dated April 16th, a couple of days ago, 2022. And it reads, in the old days, we used to enjoy movies in which Robin Hood would take from the rich and give to the poor. But in the real world, these things are not supposed to work that way. In a so-called civilized society, property rights are supposed to be respected. Unfortunately, the truth is that the U.S. is becoming less civilized with each passing day. At this point, a Robin Hood mentality is starting to emerge all over America. Highly organized gangs of thieves are specifically searching for wealthy targets, and those targets are often being followed all the way home before being attacked. And suppose that the thieves must, I suppose that the thieves must think that it makes a great deal of sense to target the wealthy. Because robbing the rich is certainly a lot more lucrative than robbing the poor. And it is. In Los Angeles, the police are openly admitting that over a dozen gangs are specifically targeting individuals that appear to have a lot of money. And that's your fault for giving that appearance.
Yep, and that scripture says, "Well, be wise, man." You know, why wouldn't you want to show all your riches in front of everybody, man? You know, like I said, that makes you a main target, man. You know, what I mean, again, that's how Eve works too, man. You know, I'm talking about his. You know, like I said, you know, these billionaires, like I said, they don't worry. Like I said, even though like I said, it's a custom menace, but the times they're living in, man, that's not wise, man.
Nope.
You know what? Social media, what you gotta do? You gotta be You gotta quote unquote flex. You gotta show off what you got and all this, and this is what I got right here. This is what you got right here. You know,
right?
Make you a main target, man.
Right.
You know,
I bet you're regretting that Bentley that you're driving around in.
Yeah, I know, man. You know, like I said, people just, you know, like I said, they envy that. They hate that, man. So, like, what, we got to rob. Oh, as a matter of fact, man, like I said, there was this dumbass, I think it was an Edomite, whatever, man. Like I said, you know, I mean, try to be cool. Well, I said, I don't know, confusion face, who knows, but whatever. Like I said, you know, I guess, you know, show off all his, you know, like, I think he had like $5,000, something like that. Next thing you know, he said I was getting robbed right there, man, taking his money, cash right there.
That's
and
right.
Then, like I said, oh, you seen it, right? Yeah, yeah. Tell me some, call the cops, bro. Call the cops, bro.
Counting and shit.
Yeah, call the cops, bro. Like, bro, come on, man. Why would you do that, man?
Pull over and got robbed right on the spot.
Idiot, man. Not using wisdom, man.
Exactly. Reading on, in recent years, it has become trendy to show off your wealth publicly. But I think that's going to change, bro. That's exactly what you just brought out. In our newer environment, donning very expensive gear simply makes you a target. According to Captain Joanne Tippett.
Oh, go ahead. Keep going, Slucky. Go ahead.
At least close to 17 gangs in Los Angeles are now conducting these sorts of attacks. Once upon a time, the criminals would approach and politely ask you to hand over your belongings. Needless to say, those days are gone. In fact, these gangs often physically attack their wealthy victims without even saying a word. Sadly, the pace of these attacks appear to be accelerating. According to authorities, there have been 5 more just within the last 48 hours, including one in which a woman was run into by a Dodge muscle car. Now they're hitting people with cars just to get them to pull over.
Damn.
There was a time when most violent crimes was confined to the poorest parts of Los Angeles, it was designed that way. And those that lived in the wealthiest neighborhoods generally felt quite safe. Why? Because you had the police departments protecting you. Mm-hmm. The police departments protect the rich and not the poor. Mm-hmm. But now everything has changed. Today, the largest increase in violent crimes are happening in the wealthiest zip codes.
Oh yeah, okay. I want to bring that scripture you're talking about. Okay. This is Proverbs 10:15. It's real quick. Okay. The rich man's wealth is a strong city, but the destruction of the poor is their poverty. Like you said before, man. Like I said, if you're rich, and like I said, what you got people, like I said, you got cops paying you. Like I said, you paid them off, man. You know what I mean? That could protect you, man. You know. So hey, you know, concerning that what you just said.
Reading on. In nearby Santa Monica, the Postal Service have actually suspended service because mail carriers were being attacked so often. Mm-hmm. So they know that if your mail is going to Santa Monica, it's something expensive. So even the postman was getting attacked. A state of complete, utter chaos reigns on the streets of the largest cities in California.
That's why some of the postmen, I heard that they got guns now.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, I think so. To protect themselves.
I'm telling you, bro.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, I wouldn't be surprised, man.
That's right. That's right. But, of course, there's plenty of violence
and also
everywhere,
don't forget, I'm sorry to cut you off.
No, you good, bro.
And also don't forget, because like I said, when you attack a postman, that's actually a federal offense.
That's right, because they work for the federal government, right?
Yeah.
That's right. That's a government job. That's a government job. That's a good job.
You know it's Jake that's doing that.
Oh.
Heavy in there.
No doubt. Reading on. On Tuesday, a mass shooting on a subway train in New York City made headlines all over the world. 62-year-old Frank James regularly posted hate-filled videos on YouTube. Hate-filled, bro, I could get into that word hate. Anyhow, and this shooting was obviously an attempt to draw a lot more attention to himself and to his hate-filled beliefs.
But we all know that, man, he was an agent, though.
Yeah, right, hate-filled beliefs. Meanwhile, this devil could get on national television and call the ruler of another nation a hateful regime. You know the key word regime? Mm-hmm. This devil could turn around and call another nation hateful, but it's hypocritical when they get mad when they call, or when other people call them hateful. Mm-hmm. This blame shifting shit is crazy with these devils. Anyhow, let me calm down before I get mad. And it turns out that the FBI already knew all about him.
He said they knew about him. Come on, man.
Come on,
like
bro.
I just said, how the way he got caught was just tacky, man. Like I said, nobody died, man.
Bro.
Come on.
I'm trying to wrap my head over the fact that he was in a train, had the time to don a gas mask, pull out all types of shit to smoke the car, and pull out a weapon and shoot people. And nobody in the car thought to say, let me get my ass up and go to the next car. Let me block the door so that if nobody in the car thought to do anything to save themselves. And then when the car door opens at the stop, nobody's running out in panic. You don't see anybody panicking. Oh my God, all frantic. Mm-hmm. Everybody's just moving around and acting like it's a big deal, but nobody's panicking. You see what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. That's what I said. It's that pride for life, man. They act like nothing's gonna happen to him, man.
You can have a guy on the side of the street act like a tree And when people walk by, stand up and scare the shit out of them, and they're panicking. And the guy didn't even touch him. But you can have people on a train, smoked out, got shot, so-called shot at, or shot, and nobody's panicking. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah. Like I said, it's just like critical thinking, man.
I'm sorry, bro. I mean,
Finally setting great dignity out. Finally setting great dignity.
That's right. Reading on. Article's almost over. Reading on. James had been repeatedly arrested over the years, and this is yet another example that shows the foolishness of putting violent criminals back on the streets. Now you see how we transition from people robbing the rich to bringing this guy up. They are, and they segued into this like that.
Yeah, like
There was no transition.
yeah, like just like they switched like basically like
Like a light switch. You
yeah,
know?
it's like say okay, let's focus on the guest. Let's go straight to him.
Exactly.
Nowhere.
Being in this truth opened up your eyes to a lot of ease bullshit. Anyhow,
And that's how I was saying. I'm like, what does that have to do with him? Like I said, when we switch to him, I was like, we're talking about robbery and stuff like that. This has nothing to do with that.
exactly, because if we go back to the title, a Robin Hood mentality emerges on the streets of America as gangs of thieves start to prey upon the rich. What does he got to do with the rich? It's all an agenda, people.
Con, man. That's why I said, hey, if it possible, you should have seen the very elect, man.
Exactly.
You know, like I said, hey, average person would just pass over, man. You know, so like, oh, these guys are the terrorists, man.
Right.
You know.
Exactly.
But like I said, ultimately though, like I said, we know what they're doing, man.
That's right.
You know, that's it. You know, it's mainly targeting toward us, man.
Yeah.
That persecution.
Yep. At the end of the day, time. Reading on. Of course we have tried. It's a lot. Of course we have tried. Of course we tried to lock up all the violent criminals. Our prison would. Salakia. Of course, if we tried to lock up all our violent criminals, our prisons would be packed beyond capacity very rapidly. Violence is on the rise everywhere you look, and what we are witnessing right now is only just the beginning. In New York City, the new mayor was supposed to crack down on crime. Instead, crime rates just kept going up. In fact, the number of subway crimes in March 2022 was 55% higher than in March 2021 because everybody was locked down in 2021. But we shouldn't just pick on New York City. I thought the topic was in California, but you just went to New York City.
But you know, like I said, you know, screw all that. You know, going back to the point we're talking about California. Like I said, this is what happens. This is what's happening in China so far, man.
Yeah.
You know, people fighting over food and people going crazy, and then, like I said, once you try to order food, somebody else, like I said, as soon as they deliver the food to your house, somebody already steals it, man.
That's right.
You know? Hey, same, like I said, man, hey, all this is the prelude to, man, basically what's to come, man. You know? These are times they were living in, man. You know, when the food shortage comes, man, like I said, people gonna start stealing your food and all that stuff, man. Hey, prime example, 2nd Ezra, the 15th chapter, man.
That's right.
You know, that whole chapter goes into it, man. You know? They should go to house, man. You know?
Yep.
These are the times they were living in, man.
You want me to keep reading?
No, that's pretty much it, because you know they better go to a different subject.
Yeah, right. I mean,
It's a whole different subject about what we're talking about, anyways.
yeah, right. You know, that's why knowledge and wisdom shall be the stability of our time, because understanding what they just did was understanding that they have always done this, you know, to get your mind off of the actual topic. You know, and that topic is that the rich is being fucked up for their goods. And it's only going to get worse, you know?
That's right. But for us, the man of the Lord, man, if you keep those things, the scripture says what? My servant shall eat, you know?
That's
my
right.
prophet, you know what I mean? You should not do my prophets no harm, man. So, like I said, again, you know what I mean? We're not scared to worry about those times, man. You know, stuff like that has to come, man. But like I said, we continue to do what we do, man. The Lord gonna protect us, man. I mean, like I said, the Lord can give us food, raiment, and all that stuff, man. You know, we're not worried about that.
Yeah.
You know, but you 2/3 and you heathens, man. You know, y'all are back, man. You know.
Yeah.
I mean, y'all just gotta go through it, man.
That's right.
You know,
I mean,
for your judgment ultimately.
yeah.
You know, because what, that pride of life, man. You know, y'all think that nothing can happen to anybody. Well, now, like I said, hey, how's that saying? Oh, it don't affect me over here, so I'm not worried about it. But when it does affect you, then what? Now you can't say nothing now.
That's right. So like, I'm looking for a precept. Before we close out.
Okay. But you know, but again, let's see.
I believe it was Salakia.
Well, I'm gonna get something until you find it.
Okay.
I'm gonna get 2nd Ezra 15 anyway, right now until you find it. This is 2nd Ezra 15, and let's see. Let's see, 2nd Ezra 15. Make sure I'm in the right chapter.
Oh, Con, I got it.
You got it? Go ahead.
Con.
Yeah, kind of. Let me get it somewhere right here. And it says, 2nd Ezra 15:17. A man shall desire to go into a city, and I shall be able. For because of that pride, the city shall be troubled, the house shall be destroyed, and men shall be afraid. And man shall have no pity upon his neighbor, but shall destroy their houses with the sword and spoil their goods, because of the lack of bread and for great tribulation.
That's right.
You know, that's the key point. There you go, man. Hey, this is prophesied to come, man.
Con, and you know, to back you up, the book of Ecclesiastes, chapter 12 and verse 3. In the day when the keepers of the house shall tremble, and the strong men shall bow themselves, and the grinders cease, because they are few, and those that look out of the window shall be darkened. I'm pretty sure every rich dude is starting to look out the window and feel the darkness, you know, coming upon them. And the door shall be shut in the streets when the sound of the grinding is low, and he shall rise up at the voice of the bird, and all the daughters of music shall be brought low. You know? I guess I ended off on verse 5. And when they shall be afraid of that which is high, and the fears shall be in the way, and the almond tree shall flourish, and the grasshopper shall be a burden, and desire shall fail, because man goeth to his long home, and the mourners go out to the streets. Meaning, everything that you're about to encounter is going to fail. Your system is falling, you know? And quite honestly, at the end of the day, when you die, nobody's going to mourn for you. Nobody's going to care about your well-being. As a matter of fact, you're not even going to be a memory. You know?
That's right. Hey, Scripture says what? What? The wicked only there for a moment, man.
Con. That's all I got, bro.
God, so that's it. So these are the times that we're living into, man. You know, like I said, you know what I mean? You keep doing enjoy your life, man, but sooner or later it's gonna have to go in, man.
That's right.
Sooner or later, man, like I said, somebody's gonna knock on your door, man. Or somebody's gonna do something, man, you know, out of nowhere, man. You know, like I said, that part of life, man. Like I said, man, people aren't gonna think about that part of life anymore. They're gonna be watching every turn, man.
That's right.
You know? And it should be, man. You know, like I said, because what? You're too careless, man.
Yeah. And if I may, it's gonna get to the point where everybody's gonna look like a bum. I mean, you're gonna end up being a bum at the end of the day, but it's gonna get to the point where you're
people gonna rejoice about being a bum, man. You know?
Yeah, right.
They're gonna be worrying about what was good clothes and
exactly
all that stuff, man.
Exactly.
You know?
You ain't gonna care about that Fendi bag that
no.
You know.
Yeah, people gonna worry about eating, man.
That's right.
You know, all that stuff that they can do, they're gonna try to sell it for some food.
That's right.
You know, so with that, Holy Brothers edify this great Millstone, Virginia, of course, to give you latest news, articles, lessons through the spirit and power of Yahweh Shem Yahshua. And first and foremost, as always, we give all praises, glory, and honor due to Yahweh Bashem Yahushai Bashem Rakakwadash. Say double honor to that was a great Millstone who rule up season of the truth, and of course, peace and blessings, salutations to your Akim that is putting the truth throughout the four corners of earth, to the best of their ability, scattered the four corners of earth. With them, say Shalom.
Shalom.
Kwame Yasharala.
Kwame Yasharala.
Wafababal.
Wafababal.
Shalom.
Shalom.